disinterest,
racist.
racism, kids who are not hot.
Hey Siri, remind me to tell Layla about this crazy thing that happened yesterday.
Voice memo, Hannah. You will not believe who I saw last night.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell you the epiphany I just had.
Girl, I know we just talked, but I forgot the best part of the story.
Layla, I cannot wait to tell you.
Hannah, I literally can't wait to tell you.
I can't wait to tell you.
I can't wait to tell you.
I can't wait to tell you.
Hey, Layla. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. I had some breakfast tacos. Let me ask you if you think something's rude.
Okay.
So I shout out to Bagel Arrow, my new favorite, just like no frills breakfast. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go get some breakfast before I go to the pod. So I'm across the street over by Margie's Candies, and I'm standing at the crosswalk. I'm like first in line at the crosswalk, if you think of it as a line. And a man comes up behind me on the crosswalk, and we're both waiting to cross the street, which is like a direct shot to Bagel Arrow. The walk sign comes on. We start walking. This man starts power walking, walks in front of me, goes into Bagel Arrow before me, and then like gets in line, and like Bagel Arrow like kind of always has a long line. Like it goes fast, but there's like, it's a place with a line.
Yeah.
And then he just stood in front of, like, went before me, and then pulls out a list of different things he was getting. And I was fuming because I don't know. I think he definitely saw that, like, he kind of pushed the door open to keep it open for me to walk behind him. But I thought for sure we were going to get into Bagel Arrow and he was going to be like, oh, you were ahead, like go ahead. Cause that's literally happened before going into Bagel Arrow, where a guy like has like walked in front of me and been like went in front of me, held the door open for me, and then said, go ahead. I was so annoyed.
That's fucking crazy.
Isn't that rude?
Also, it's like the main character energy of like making such a show of power walking and getting in front, and then also to pull out a list.
Out a list.
That's fucking nuts.
And knowing you had a list and that you're going to do that to me. And of course it was a man, a white man.
I'm like trying to think, if it had been a woman, maybe I would have been a little less mad. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
You've got a little something.
Oh.
There, that's better now.
I can see those beautiful eyes.
No, that's fucking nuts. I would be really pissed.
It really bugged me. I'm just like, chivalry is dead and gone, honey.
I wonder what would have happened if you had tapped him on the shoulder and said, excuse me, I was in front of you.
Then it would have labeled me as the crazy person. Then it's like, I'm the fucking
I bet
Karen.
Bagel Arrow though sees that shit all the time of like people being like, give me my bagels.
And I mean, I feel like I've gotten a good rapport with Bagel Arrow. There's a woman that I always order from, and then there's a guy who he's got a lot of Riz, and like I think he's probably 22 max. So it's a little, you know, I hope he's 22.
Because you think he's cute?
Yes, because he's very cute, has a lot of Riz. The way he just works the line of all of this stuff, he's just like quick. He's always really nice. And when he hands me my order, we always have a little moment. And I brought Erin there once and she was like, oh yeah, he's got it. He's got the goods.
Is it wrong to be an adult woman who can recognize when someone has hot Riz, even if they're really young? Like,
I don't know. I think our guest might have something to say about that. Funny you may ask.
Should we bring her in?
I mean, we might as well bring her in because we were talking about this right before we got on mic.
Of a young person with Riz.
Yes.
But all I was gonna say is, and maybe this will get me canceled, but like you can tell when there is like a kid where you're like, you're gonna be hot when you get older. You're like
I think he said the word mean. I think the word kid kind of threw me off there. Kid just made it feel so real. But you're like, you know, when you're kind of like hanging out at a playground, scoping it out, and you like see a young boy and you're like, oh, you're going to be hot.
There's like some kids where you're like, oh, you're a fucking freak. You're going to be weird when you grow up.
Give an age range.
I don't want to.
You fucking kid. What age?
I don't want too. I'm gonna let you picture it, but you guys know what I mean.
What?
Let's just say you know what I mean, okay? Okay, guys, I'm not. Look, I'm not attracted to kids, okay? I'm just saying you can
Famous
tell.
last words.
You can tell when a kid is hot. All right, so let's bring her in.
Well, before we bring in, I'm going to say it's interesting because I don't know that as a kid someone would look at, if an older man looked at me as a toddler and said,
I don't think an old person would look at me as a kid and be like, she's hot. I think mostly it's like those like jockey boys where you're like, ugh, I can tell you're going to be a fuck boy.
like, kind of like hockey players.
You know when they have a little bit of dribble on the side of their mouth? They got that pizza tongue.
Kool-Aid stained like they've been nursing a high C all morning.
Oh, God, yeah.
I just drooled at myself. Okay.
Anyway.
We're off to the races, folks.
Speaking of
Thank God we're women.
Thank God we're
Sometimes.
women.
I think it
Seriously.
does open it up so we can talk about this kind of
I
stuff.
know. And here's the problem here's the thing is like, we're safe. Like, that's why it's okay.
Yeah.
With men, you just never know.
You never know.
There's no safety or security.
I think we just got to bring in our guests to kind of clear the record.
And here's another thing. I just think we got to bring in our guests. we got to bring her in.
This person is so freaking funny. Love her so much.
She's
Been wanting
a
her on the pod
joy.
for a while. A joy.
A hakamat. She's on Redco. She performs at Annoyance. You can see her around town. Let's bring her in. Kristen Aviles.
Hey.
That was really hard to not talk.
And that was such a short period
I know,
of time.
and we brought you in fast. Sometimes we make them wait.
Like 15 minutes.
I know.
I know.
And we'll make eye contact the whole time.
And so, do you kind of want to fill the listeners in on why we thought of you whenever that
youthful
statement was
riz?
said?
Yeah. Because I know earlier you guys both told me how you guys have attractions toward children.
Yeah, something we've been talking about a long, long time.
I was like, on the walk over here, hubba, playing soccer in the park.
Of course, I'm kidding.
You guys, sorry. We'll stop this bit now.
Goddamn.
But no, we were talking about I'm recently in a relationship that is kind of like secret, but not really.
Secret as you're talking about it on the podcast.
Literally.
That's how I act like this podcast is, that like no one can access it.
No one's gonna hear that
It's a big
I'm
old
here.
secret.
It's a big secret. But they are a little younger than me, and I feel like it's very taboo when a woman is the older person in a relationship, because you always hear about like age gaps, but it's like fine if your parents have like the 20-year age gap, but it's your dad that's a little older. But when it's a mom, it's like, ooh, that's creepy.
And what's the age difference here?
It's like 4 to 5 years.
Okay, 4 to 5.
Four
There's
or
no
five.
way to, there's no way to tell.
There's no way to tell.
We don't know for sure.
Calendar year, it's either 4 or 5. Because we have like a solid like 7 months between our birthdays. So it's like really half and half.
I mean, what I always, so like right now, you're 30, they're 26. So then I always think about age gaps where it's like, okay, imagine you at 50 and 46. That seems
Totally
so
normal. Literally so normal.
So normal.
And I feel like the norm nowadays for like most parents, I feel like they're like, yeah, my dad's like 10 years older than my mom.
Yeah.
And it was fine. Like one of my best friends, her parents, like, granted she was they grew up in a different country, but like her mom or her dad was like her mom's pastor, and now they're married. I don't even know if I can say that. Got that whole thing.
catching strays for no reason.
It's just so funny how you named her.
I didn't name her. Okay, wait. My friend blank.
We'll bleep the name.
Yeah. But it's just like so normalized in like different cultures, different everything. But once it's a woman and there's like 4 years, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's always interesting too when there's like a slight power dynamic.
Yeah.
Because, okay, we had just finished Jeanette McCurdy's other book.
I still haven't read it.
What did you think of it?
Half his age. So I think because Hannah kind of set my expectations. So going in at first, it was like, me and Hannah were talking about how it was like weirdly like exciting or like there was like a power dynamic, but then it got so disturbing so fast.
I think
and
she
so
wrote
upsetting.
it, and I don't know if that was the point of being like, because she wrote it, and it's basically this young high school girl seducing her teacher, like she is the one who's really seducing him, and she writes it in a way that I think is supposed to be a little bit sexually exciting.
Yeah, I mean, she's a good writer. It's very, very intoxicating. You get really excited. I mean, she was very graphic, and then it was like, ooh, but then, and I was definitely hooked.
Yeah.
But then it gets so gross and upsetting and like, anyway, but
Wait, was this a memour? Like this?
No, this is her first novel. So yeah, but I can only imagine there are things that I am proud of Jeanette McCurdy for creating and being an artist and sharing stories, but I worry about her, just her mind.
and definitely
Something's up there.
And in her first book, she talks about like dating this older guy when she was a teenager. I think he was like at least 10 years older.
See, and when you're a teenager, that's like that
It was
that
nuts.
is predatory.
And it was her first relationship. So it was like, but anyway,
But that's
so
reminds me
that's
of Demi
you.
So in that situation, that's you.
And so when we're talking about kids gonna be hot when they're older, like that's you who does that.
But we were talking about this a little bit off mic, but this has been like kind of your longest relationship.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts and feelings so
what are
far?
my thoughts about relationships? They're
Your thoughts about
stupid.
relationships.
No, it's actually, it like taught me a lot about myself. I feel like I already like was learning. I like truly went through like an entire journey in the past year. Like I feel like I'm like rebirthing again, reborn.
But you're kind of like at the end of your Saturn return.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is that what happened?
Yeah, that is what happened.
Oh my God.
I hate
You went
to
through
break it
another
to you,
adolescence.
but your Saturn has returned.
Holy shit. It like really was like astonishing how much my life had changed in like the past year. Like calendar year. I think I just like really had like been building momentum, and I'm like, oh my God. And I think within that a new relationship like happened too.
Yeah.
And I think it was just like perfect time. Like I feel like I've always been like, yeah, I want a relationship, but like I never would jump at the opportunity.
Yeah.
Like people would be like, yeah, like let's go out. And I'm like, sure. And I'm like really mean, but I'm also really nice. So it's,
No, I
it's just like
totally
a
get
weird
that.
thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I honestly learned so much about myself, but like primarily it's just that like I definitely have capacity for like other people's emotions, and I definitely put other people first a lot. But now I'm like putting myself first, and it's really good.
And even like thinking about, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like you know, choosing to go from your corporate job where you're killing yourself at corporate McDonald's. You can bleep that if we're not allowed to say it.
Okay.
Okay, don't bleep it. McDonald's needs to hear this. Literally. Like killing yourself at this corporate job and being like, I'm going to take this leap of faith and quit that and really like think about me being like an artist, you know, get a job like a cafe, something that I can like leave there.
Yeah.
Like just to see how I really feel like that's what your Saturn return is all about, is you get presented opportunities to make a different choice for yourself, and you have the choice to start a new chapter in your life or get stuck in the same cycle that you've been stuck in.
Literally what it was. Like I really was waking up doing the same thing every single day. Like I played a lot more. I play video games, but I played a lot more when I was like working because I just wanted to like disassociate, literally. And now I'm like, I barely have time for video games, which was like something I was so happy to do. But now I'm like, oh my God, I'm like living my life too much to where I can't be home to just play games.
Love that.
It's so great.
Yeah.
But it's very scary. Like to anyone who is considering quitting their corporate job and like literally just changing their entire life just on a random whim, it's so scary and it is debilitating. But then like you have to go through the hard to get to the other side, which is like so. I'm like, it's so fun to be like, I'm happy.
Definitely.
Like,
I mean,
that's so fun.
It's so hard to take the leap of faith, especially when you're in our community of like doing comedy and giving up stability to do it.
Literally.
But I feel like it's like you gotta, especially at your Saturn return, you gotta give yourself the chance to even try it and see what happens,
Totally.
you know? And it's such a big shedding of old
distracting me a
self.
lot right now.
Sorry.
Hannah's like sucking down the ends of her drink, like falling into the couch. There we go. Yeah, get
Thank
that.
you so much. Thank you so much.
The little dribble. No, get the coaster. Get the coaster.
I can't reach.
Jesus Christ.
The pillow, I had an extra.
And this is us after our Saturn return. We're doing really good.
You give me hope.
Forward to.
But yes, that makes total sense. And I mean, TBH, this past year, even in just watching you perform, I feel like you've like leveled the fuck up. Like every time I watch you, you're a goddamn star.
Thank you so much.
It's like,
It's what I'm gonna say for my
Cell?
My cell.
Okay.
I have my cell, and it's literally what changed my life also, which is like really stupid. I'll talk about it myself.
Okay,
But
love that.
Should we flip the script today and do ourselves first?
okay.
Is that crazy?
We've never done it before,
At
but
15 minutes in?
Is that crazy?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so my cell, which sounds crazy, but it actually works, and I think a lot of people talk about this, but like when you actually do it, it's crazy. So the artist way. I did the artist way.
Can you explain what it is for anyone who doesn't know?
For any
Absolutely.
stupid heads who are listening?
Absolutely.
That's my mom.
Sorry, Naomi. I feel like Naomi might know what the artist
She might. She
Probably,
probably does.
right? I feel like a lot of
She
people
does.
do.
She's the mother of an artist.
Right.
I gotta get on it.
She better know.
She knows.
For anyone who's dumb and a pedophile, the Artist Way is basically it's a book. It's like a self-help book essentially, and your goal is to just kind of get in touch with yourself and get in touch with just like your wants and desires, and like you write every single day. Like that's something you have to take with you throughout your whole journey, is writing 3 pages nonstop, like just stream writing consciousness every single day. And then also every single week you get different prompts that kind of like bring out your like the evil part of your brain, like the what do they call it? The censor, which is like the talk that is like, you're bad, like you're stupid, you're ugly.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to get through that in order to like then get to your next phase of life, which is just like glory and like everything returning back to you. Now, I did not finish it.
That's same with me.
Like I didn't finish it. I did literally did the artist. And it's so crazy for me to be like, you need to do this when I didn't even do it. But
Let us know how it goes. Tell us if it's worth it to finish.
Literally, let me know if I should finish it.
I kind of think it is an artist's way to not finish the artist's way, because I have started it 3 fucking times and not finished.
I think I did it like probably like 7 years ago.
all the way through.
I think so.
Did you
Damn,
really?
girl.
Yeah.
Did you find any joy?
I remember thinking that like the morning pages was a lot of pages to write.
Yes, it is. It's
Yeah.
so much.
It's a lot.
But like I found, I don't know why, but like I think when you like really surrender yourself to it, which is what I did for like 3 months.
I mean, that's a long time. You were almost
It is.
done.
I literally was almost done, and then I just stopped. And it also was in the perfect time for me to do it. Like
Yeah.
it was when I quit my job, so I really had
I think
time.
we should actually be doing it right now.
You
Honestly?
absolutely, wait, you
Yeah.
literally
Let's
should.
start. Lightly employed,
Literally,
yeah.
you have to, like when you have like the time, I think
Yeah.
is the perfect time to do it, because why not? Like it's
Right.
not like you're like forcing yourself to wake up early to write before work. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you could wake up whenever you want and then start writing. And I think
Okay.
I did it at the perfect time in my life to where it actually helped like amplify me. And again, for only those 3 months, because then I feel like I got so much out of it. Like I came up with like my SNL set out of that. And then I came up with like realizing that I am a bad bitch out of it. And then I came out with like really just like redefining my own like way I think about myself
Yeah.
in those 3 months, which I don't know if I finished it, maybe it would have been back. I regressed or something. But like since then, I feel like it
what parts
really,
were you missing, or you just never know? You don't know.
I don't know. I think I'm perfect. Probably the mental health aspect, because I do need therapists. But that's a whole nother story. Sorry, I was about to go on a tangent. But it really did help me. And now I find myself like my friends are all going through it right now in like different capacities and like
Yeah.
different phases of their lives. And I'm like, hey, you really need to do the artist.
Do the
way.
artist way.
Honestly,
All I can
maybe we
say.
should do it. Start on Monday.
I'm feeling
You
sold on it.
should.
I feel like in this crossroad of what do I want art to look like in my life? What do I want my work life to look like right now? And like getting ideas around that. I think my last sell was Ray's new album, right?
Yeah.
Well, following up on that, I saw Ray last night.
Oh my God, you did.
And it was just like so inspiring.
Yeah.
And well, I've seen two beautiful Brits in the past 2 weeks. I saw Lily Allen and then I saw Ray, two completely different experiences. Lily Allen, I was so taken aback by how just, it was like a play. She didn't address like the audience at all. She went through this album. And looking at the time, because her whole album is written about her and David Harbour's marriage, the dissolution of their marriage. And it's like so vulnerable, and she like basically makes the stage their apartment that she was cheated on in, and all of this stuff. And that only happened like less than 2 years ago. Damn. And she is on stage living it out. And I'm like, that is not very much distance between like a huge trauma and then reliving that on stage every night. She's also by herself on stage the entire time. The only people that she is there with is there's like a 3-piece string section that does a little opening act for her. But she is alone on this stage doing this very vulnerable thing. And I'm like, oh, it was such powerful storytelling. Yeah. And it was so inspiring to like take your trauma and turn it into something. And apparently she wrote that album in 10 days. And it's like a work of art. But that's how it is for me too. Like when I'm inspired, I will just like get it all out there. Yeah. I find I lose interest if I wait too long on things. Yeah. And then Ray was a completely different experience where it's like both her sisters were her opening acts who Emma and Absolutely. They're both amazing singers. And then the curtains open and it's like Ray with like a 12-piece band orchestra. It is theatrical. She was just so charismatic. She was so funny, so sweet. And she's just so genuine, and the whole thing was like hope core. It was very, everything's going to be okay. She sang this song, Ice Cream Man. I don't know if you all are familiar, but it's about her, trigger warning, sexual assault. And she had this whole, like she was alone on the piano at this part in a spotlight. And she was like, it's really hard for me to sing this song. This isn't a fun song for me to sing. But statistically, I know 1 in 4 people in this room right now have struggled with sexual assault or rape. And those are hard words for me to even say. They're not pretty words, but she's like, I think music is medicine. Yeah. And it's medicine for me to perform this and give to you. And then she just sings this like, it was just so, I have chills.
Oh my God. I love
but it was just so, it was like medicine. Yeah. Like it felt powerful and it felt important. Yeah. And this was someone who is still an indie artist. She got signed to a label. She dropped them, or they dropped her, but then hadn't been signed since. She's written songs for so many like big artists, but she has full creative control because she's not signed. She's like an indie artist that is selling out this huge space. Best vocals I've heard. It was just, it was so beautiful. And she was bringing up these other artists who give me a violin solo with some fog and and lights. It was just so powerful. She hit like 4 different genres while in the whole show. It was just amazing. So I guess my sell is, my sell, because it's something I've been thinking a lot, is letting people see you. Like a quote that I had found that I put on my Pinterest board for the year was let yourself be perceived. Yeah. And it's terrifying to be perceived.
That is crazy. That's one of my other that's one of my C's.
Whoa. Okay. Well,
that's crazy.
That'll be a good transition.
Yeah.
Hold on to that.
That's so crazy.
Just being like allowing people to perceive you is terrifying. Yeah. But that is like watching that and watching these women be perceived and what they've been through, how strong they are, how talented they are. It's so powerful and it gives people hope and it's inspiring.
Totally.
And if you just create something that you think people want, it's not that powerful. You can see through that. At least I could see through that.
I think the other really cool thing,
that.
especially with like Lily Allen, she hadn't done anything for so long. Like, what was her last song? Like 2007, 2008?
I think there was like a decade. Yeah.
And so it was just so cool because, and then her writing her album in 10 days. And then with Ray, I mean, Ray was like basically trapped under that music label for so many years where they would literally buy her stuff so that they wouldn't sell it because
so crazy.
they didn't want it to compete with their other artists. And that's why she was writing so many songs for so many other people. It was
also
crazy.
is kind of all of this has happened. Ray is 28.
I know, it makes me, I'm like, I can't believe it. Also, didn't she start writing for like when definitely I'm not correct on all this, but she had gotten signed like at 16?
Something like that.
And then they basically like kept her lock and key.
And
it was crazy.
Her sisters are like 22, I think 25. They're powerhouse singers. And then I was like, where did these women come from? And I think her mom was like a mental health worker, and her dad, I think they grew up in the church. And there is like just something like this family is like anointed. Like I'm serious. Like there
prodigies.
Yes. Like there is, I think that there's something, I don't know. I think God, whoever she is, it's like they've got something in their blood, in their genetics, and they are called to do this, which I think is like probably a huge weight to carry. But they are just, it was, I don't know. I assume it's how you felt when you like went and saw the Jackson 5, where you're just like, it's like,
you're like, I'm seeing history.
Literally, seeing her at the auditorium, I'm like, I don't think you'll ever see Ray in this small of event. Small is like thousands of people, but this small of a venue ever again. Like, I don't think I
was trying to get a ticket to go with Hannah and Adisa, and the tickets were like $12,000.
But I didn't realize how fucked up Ticketmaster was.
They raised the prices so much right beforehand.
Adisa got tickets. She and her sister or sibling were online trying to get tickets, and Adisa got our tickets for $81. But I didn't realize that Ticketmaster just buys all of those tickets. Yeah. Ray was charging like $50 to $100 a ticket. And the ground floor that were $50 tickets, people were selling them for like $10,000 like day of.
So disgusting.
It was so disgusting. And none of that is going to Ray. Yeah. All of that is going to Ticketmaster. And so I'm like, that's just, and like if there's empty seats, that's not serving the artist. Like that's it. I really, Adisa of course was breaking it down for me last night about the politics of Ticketmaster and how messed up it is. And I'm like, how do we ban Ticketmaster?
I mean, literally, it's just like a bunch of, I used to work for like a resale marketplace too. It's literally also just like a bunch of like corrupt resellers, which like, sure, you find a job, like you're going to find a job, you're going to do your job the best you could, you know, and if that's being a fucking crook, then you're going to do the best you can, which is like a lot of resellers, which flood Ticketmaster and like all these, it's fucked. It's like actually is fucked. But a lot of the artists nowadays are now being like, I'm trying not to use Ticketmaster. Like, let's try and figure this out.
Yeah.
But then they sell out, and then like literally you're still stuck on
Ticketmaster.
Right. Okay. What's your sell?
My sell kind of goes in line with perception and art.
My sell is
Wait, this is
Ticketmaster.
crazy.
My sell is Ticketmaster. I work for them now, and we're actually sponsored by Ticketmaster. Get your tickets for $10,000. My sell is Grillo's Pickles.
It's exactly like ours.
It's exactly like you guys. I mean, pickles are brave.
I've done Grillo's Pickles before.
Have I? I just I literally, you guys, I don't even know. I can't think of any goddamn thing. I was also, I was going to do like, maybe like cycle syncing, but I feel like we've talked about that before. Anyway, of like when you like sync your cycle with like exercise, because I've been trying to do that more often of like more gentle workouts during your luteal phase. And honestly, it's been helpful.
Really?
Oh, you know what? I do have a really good sell. Right now I'm really, really fucking flared up with all of my autoimmune shit. And then I went to the functional medicine doctor, and he said that I have SIBO, which is small intestine bacterial overgrowth. If you listen to the Erin episode, you'll remember that. Shout out to Erin. Anyway, one of the things that you can take for SIBO that's really helpful is berberine. And And I know it sounds...
Is berberine the apple skin compound that's found in apple skins?
No, but that's very helpful for SIBO.
Okay.
Oh.
Like apple skin can be very healing to the gut. Like if you have stewed apples, I think it's called pectin.
Okay.
But anyway, berberine is a supplement that is not like crazy expensive. I think it was like $30 on Full Script. But I've been taking that for the last 2 weeks, like in the morning on an empty stomach and at night before bed. And it's really helped.
Has it? Like, in what way have you seen it?
So the main difference is that I've been pooping at the same time every morning
Whoa.
regularly, which
Love
was
that.
not happening.
Yeah.
And I know that's TMI, but it was like
never.
I
with
love the shit
SIBO, you get like really, sorry, I completely shifted this tangent of beautiful art into fucking SIBO. But it's like really intense indigestion, bloating, swelling, horrible gas. Like you feel gross. You have like a headache. It's like the grossest feeling. And you like feel like bubbling in your tummy, but you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
It's like technically like a leak in your intestines, correct?
Yeah, leaky gut. So and it's usually connected to irritable bowel syndrome. But oftentimes with irritable bowel syndrome, you get like an intense prescription drug to help you versus like if you look into it more, you'll find that there's like other, not to say medicine is not helpful, but there's also holistic things you can do to help yourself. Anyway,
Less
so I've been taking
harmful.
berberine and that's been helpful. If anyone has questions, let us know.
Berberine.
I love that
Let's-
berberine. I've been taking methamphetamine, but
Oh my God,
nothing really crazy.
methamphetamine. That's another one for SIBO.
Helps in a different way.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Light and airy.
Okay.
Let's get to your 3 C's.
Okay, which one first?
Well, if we're already talking about the perceived, which C was the perception?
that was my curious.
Okay, what are you curious about?
So I'm honestly curious about, and of course, like, I guess this is like an overall vague question, but also for you guys too.
Yeah.
Because like, I find myself like, I am so fine being perceived like in my relationship, like also on stage. Like I feel like to be an artist or an improviser, like in our art, it's, you have to like really let go of how the audience will perceive or how anyone will perceive you when you're acting like a stupid fuck on stage.
Yeah.
And like allowing yourself to be open to looking dumb and ugly for the satisfaction of like laughs. But I have a really hard time being perceived like in like everyday life. Like I really will like, it's almost like agoraphobic. I'm like, how am I supposed to walk down the street right now? Like, I don't want people looking at me. And it's just like very, I don't know. I found myself getting into this phase where I'm definitely not like doing how like the things I used to do, like truly just for perception and like the fear.
Like
of
what
being
kind of
perceived.
things?
Just like everything, like literally going outside to just like walk to the train station or like to go and just take a walk in general.
Yeah.
I'm like, people are looking at me. People are looking at me. And I'm like, what is that? Literally never used to be a thing. And it's like such a weird, stark difference because I don't care about how I look on stage.
Yeah.
But then I do when I'm walking down the street. So it's like, it's very interesting. And I don't know. I'm curious if you guys broken past your like being perceived / like how.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's going on with me right now.
When did you start noticing like this feeling of it?
Yeah. That's a really great question. I feel like it's so hard and I can't like pinpoint, but I remember like when I first moved to Chicago, which was like 10 years ago now, 9 years ago now. I know, right? Fuck. I like didn't care. Like I would, I used to live off of like the Wellington Brown line and like I was unemployed. So I would literally go take a walk to like LSI like every other day because there was nothing else to do. So I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Like, let me go wherever. But then I like think back to then and I'm like, me even considering like going outside for that long, I don't know what it is, but like something has shifted where now I'm like, people are staring at me. People are staring at me. And like, I don't know what it is because I know no one like, that's such a like, not everything is about you kind of vibe, but it just is like, it's so I don't know when it happened. I really don't. I have no idea when it started, but it just like, it's like debilitating now.
Yeah.
I think there is something to when you start performing regularly all the time, especially at Second City or on such a large scale, there is like this stark difference between when you're on stage presenting and giving your full energy, and then in your day-to-day life wanting the exact opposite because you're having to give that energy all the time to people, where it's like, well, now being looked at should be a privilege, or I just don't want to put energy towards being looked at. But I mean, I fully relate to this so much, and I don't want to like skew it on to me.
No, please.
But
this is what I want.
I have been feeling this way so hard ever since I lost all my hair, where there are mornings where like I want to go get a cup of coffee and walk the dog, and that used to be my favorite activity, but I'll have this like debilitating anxiety because I so badly don't want to interact with anyone or have anyone look at me in some certain way or see me in any way. And even if the truth is like I look totally fine, no one's gonna even notice me, there's just times where even when you have to interact with like a barista, it's like you're being encountered in some way, and it's annoying.
It's annoying.
But I think like the thing I've done to try to get over it is thinking of the things that like give me joy versus, and not letting the perception take those things away from me. Like if I really want to walk the dog and get a cup of coffee, I'm going to do it and not worry about it. But there are days where it's like, it just takes so much energy out of you and it's such a mental toll versus when you're on stage because you have to do it and you're being paid to do it.
Yes.
But I really get that. Like,
what do you guys think is like what do you think your anxiety is trying to protect you from? Like, what do you think you're scared of?
Well, I think for me, I've had so many interactions where people have noticed me. Like, I went to a yoga class with my mother-in-law, and there were only 4 of us in the class, and it was a hot yoga class. And so I went bald because I'm sweating, and at first, when I lost my hair, I would go with a wig on. It's like so fucking uncomfortable, such a pain in the ass. And then I tried it with like a baseball hat, but that gets in the way during yoga. So I went bald. It was like me, Debbie, my mother-in-law, one woman, and then one like guy who was basically naked, and he was like naked and gay, and I was like, oh, I should be like him. So
naked, gay, and afraid.
Never afraid.
And then anyway, I felt so good after the class. I was like, oh, felt amazing, felt liberating. Afterwards, we're in the locker room, and this woman comes up to me from our class, and she goes, I just wanted to check, are you okay? I noticed, and pointed to my scalp, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm fine. She was like, okay, you did great in the class, but I wasn't sure if maybe you were sick. And I was like,
what the fuck?
First off, like the gall to come up to someone and say that, but then it's like, it also taps into my worst insecurities, because now I have to have this interaction. Do I take the energy to be like, actually, that's none of your business, and I don't want to talk about that, which takes a lot of fucking energy, and it's a good practice. But then it's like, first thing in the morning, a sour interaction, whatever. Yeah. And maybe I should just get used to doing that. Or B, give her my whole spiel of what's wrong with me. Or C, just like fluster and freak the fuck out. Yeah. So I went with B, where I was like, oh, no, I'm not ill. I have alopecia, which is a hair loss autoimmune disease. And she goes, oh my God, I had that once, and then my hair grew back, but it took a long time. And then we're getting into this conversation about like her and her hair loss. I don't know. Just have a good morning with my mother-in-law and do fucking yoga. Yeah. Anyway, but so I guess to answer the question of like, then I know that's not the case all the time. I know not everyone's going to come up to me and be a nosy piece of shit, but then it's like, because those interactions happen, then I have PTSD, and then you're like, oh God, I just don't want to get into it. And be perceived as ill, or But you answer the question. What do you think your anxiety is behind it?
No, that's like it's so true, because I think when you're like not the norm, like obviously I'm like a bigger person, and I think like a lot of the times going outside, I'm just like, oh, everyone's gonna be like, good job going outside. I'm like, okay, I do every day, thank you very much. But it's just I don't know, like the perception part of it, because it's almost like you know how you are with other people. Like when you
Yeah.
see other people, it's so easy to just like assume what anyone that you see on the street, their whole story is or their whole life is.
Yes.
And actually this is funny because it literally relates back to what you got, like Trisha's episode where she was saying that her partner went on that silent retreat and like every perception was just incorrect.
Right.
Yeah,
But it's just like, it very much is that where it's like, no matter what, people are gonna perceive you. Like,
Yes.
and it's just like, for some reason, I just like, I have a really bad problem with like catastrophizing, like a lot of like the worst case scenarios for things. So I'm like, oh, the people are thinking the worst thing ever if they like look at me.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I just hate the thought of it. So then I'm just like, I'm not going to give you that privilege.
Yeah, and maybe it's like a even when you have a longer interaction with someone that you're choosing, there's more opportunity to like manage how they view you in terms of how you conversate,
That's
what
so
you
true.
tell them about.
Yeah.
When you're just literally passing people or having passing things and they're perceiving you, you have no control over the story they're giving you.
Yeah.
Which it's like this release of control of being like, well, you guys actually don't know anything about me. And like, if I don't have the opportunity to actually tell you everything about me. So it feels really scary to know that all of these stories are being made about me that don't align with how I view myself. Kind of thing.
That's so true.
Which it's like, I mean, if the hard but ideal version is you don't give a fuck about what anyone thinks of you.
I mean,
But
literally.
that's so much easier said than done.
Yeah.
And I think also like as performers, like you on stage, it's like that's a different person than you in your regular
literally
life.
so different.
And I think it's even managing people's expectations of who they think you are by watching you perform.
Yeah.
And then who you are in regular life.
Right.
You know, like Dance Monkey Dance. It's like I just am trying to actually exist.
I'm just trying
Literally.
to live.
So I think it's like I think they're very valid feelings. It's like, how do we get to that level of enlightenment of like, I actually don't care how you see me. And I like,
Which is crazy because I feel like I normally am like
Yeah.
that, like in every other capacity. But
Right.
like for some reason, just like the like having the thought of people perceiving, I'm like, I have to go back in my hole now.
I mean, I think in your case, it makes total sense because like we were talking about with your Saturn return and all of this transition in your life of being in a new relationship, having this new job on Redco, like killing it as a performer and moving up, like it's so much transition that the way you're used to perceiving yourself is changing.
Yeah.
And I think it's not a bad thing to worry about how you're being perceived right now. And I don't think it'll last forever, but I think it's like, I think it's a practice. It's just like of as you're in transition, getting used to how you see yourself and how others see you. And it is really hard.
It is.
But I also think catastrophizing is the sign of a good artist. I am the same way where I can imagine like the worst possible
thing. Yeah.
circumstances or just have a whole narrative dialogue of what people are saying about me.
Yeah.
Like that could be its own play. And I think that's a good thing because you're an artist.
You're right.
But then
We're really
also
good.
you have to have the voice in your head of being like, actually, I'm an amazing artist for creating that, but that's not what's being said.
Yeah.
And if it is, who gives a fuck? But that's
I mean, truly. And which is crazy because I feel like I'm essentially, I think innately I'm really confident and I like know that I know myself, which is like, I'm so privileged to know myself. I feel like it's really hard, especially as an artist, to be like, who am I?
Yeah.
And I think like I finally got to the place, but once I break past this, it's over for all you bitches.
let me ask you this.
Please.
Do you do a lot of things alone?
I do, but I think it's also kind of like what you said. I think it makes a lot of sense. My things that I did alone were a lot more so. Actually, no.
I was literally like, I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen Kristen alone before.
I was like, wait. I play video games, and I was like, I'm literally playing with people the whole time. So no.
And I think that's maybe like something to of just
Start doing things alone.
Even like because I was thinking are you worried if you're on a walk with someone else, how people are perceiving you, or like even if you are working at your cafe and like it's like you're not being and it's like you're being perceived by strangers in those moments.
I know, but
you're like not alone.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's also like that thing of
let's go back to the next scene.
I really feel like it's such a valid thing to bring up because also just so often how we think we're being perceived is so different. And me and Hannah were talking about this the other day because I was talking about how I went to Air with Joey and I was bald and there were like these two girls sitting and like staring at me and then they like turned to each other and were talking and then looking back at me. And I was saying to Hannah, like, you know, I felt like they were talking about me and being bald, but I also was like, you know what, whatever, I'm going to enjoy my time at the spa and not let it bother me, not going to give it attention. And Hannah was like, well, did you ever consider maybe they like saw you on Main Stage and were talking about like, oh my God, that's the girl from Main Stage.
She's so funny.
Literally.
And I was like, that never even crossed my mind.
They wanted to kill me. They wanted to kill me and my family.
They think that I'm about to die. They think I'm about to die from the cancer that I have.
Like literally,
and they're
you've
like,
been on
wow,
stages for
her husband
5
must be
years.
giving her a pity fuck. This is her Make-A-Wish at the spa.
I mean, also just think about, I think like doing things alone is so scary. Of like, think about if I go to a movie theater and I see someone seeing a movie on their own, I'm not like, look at that loser who has
I
no
know.
one to go to a movie with. I'm like, that looks nice. Like that
so
looks
true.
so nice. Like I don't even really think about it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh yes, of course, duh. When it's like, I know I've been in situations where I'm like alone in something where I think I should be with someone else. And I'm like, they must all be thinking about how I couldn't even find one friend to go do this with. When it's like, no, people choose to do these things alone. And I think it's healthy to be alone. So maybe
I gotta go
maybe
solo
that was
dates.
the last chapter of The Artist's Way.
Wait, but did you do any of the solo dates?
Wait, that's so true. It is literally in the Artist's Way. You're supposed to do solo dates.
Okay.
And like every single week, you're supposed to take yourself on a solo date. I did not.
Oh my gosh.
This is it, Kristen. We're figuring it
Kristen,
out.
that's part of the
That's
Artist's
actually
Way.
crazy. So now I actually have to do the Artist's Way again. And this time I have to do my solo date.
Okay.
Solo date is on my bucket list. And I was like telling Claire, I was like, oh, I have to like go on a solo date soon. She's like, oh, we could do it. And she's like, wait, we can't do it together. That's not a solo date.
Literally.
I'm like, we go to the same restaurant and sit at like really far away tables and like go on a
I used to go to the movies by myself all the time, and I forget how like it was just so good.
It's so fun. So fun. Being at the concerts these past like 2 weekends, so many people were at this concert like by themselves.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's just really cool to know yourself and know that you want to go see this thing and not like have to be there with anyone.
And to follow through on an interest that is just for
that's
you.
yours.
Yes.
Yeah. I think
I'm learning too much about myself.
I was
right
going to say one of the things we talked about in like a past podcast was Hannah's bucket list. And I think that's like a great thing to have for solo dates. Of
Like a solo, 10
things
solo
you wanna
activities.
do.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to think about this because I would. The thought of going to a concert alone sounds really nice. Scary and nice.
It seems like a little scary to me. Like there was definitely like a moment where like, cause I met Adisa there and I was like walking around by myself in this like venue all by myself in a fur coat. And me and Adisa both wore furs. Perfect. So I felt very like, oh, I'm all dressed up and I'm by myself and I'm walking around this theater in my coat. And, you know, then you see all the people with other people.
Yeah.
And it's being perceived. It's being vulnerable. Yeah. It also opens you up. I think when you're alone, people are more likely, whether they're alone or with groups, like to come up and be like, hey, I love your outfit or
That's
blah, blah,
so
blah.
true.
You know, I think it behooves connection actually to go alone.
That's so true because I feel like I definitely have that trait too where I see someone alone and I'm like, hey, like I want to help you.
Yes.
But then I'm like, oh, people actually want to be alone. And I'm like, so what do you do this weekend? And they're like, okay, yeah, please stop talking to me. But it makes sense. Like, I think we all have that like really good trait where we're like, oh, we want to make everyone feel good too.
Yeah.
So that's like, let's talk to these people that are alone.
Wonder, okay, this is a good exercise for all of us. What sounds like the scariest thing to do alone?
I have an answer. So one of the things, well, first off, going to a concert does sound really hard and scary, and Joey does that all the time. But the thing that I was thinking of, so there's this like dance class that me and Hannah were invited to, and the idea of going to a dance class like that by myself sounds terrifying. Going with friends also sounds terrifying. I don't know why I feel like so afraid to dance.
That's so valid.
Because it feels embarrassing, or like I feel embarrassed by my dancing. Yeah.
I think maybe.
So valid.
Yeah, I think that could definitely be scary. The Fourth is doing this thing on Sunday at the yoga studio that I work at, and we're doing this thing called ecstatic dance. And this is you were sober.
I heard about this.
Yes, it's like Eleanor's getting on the stack. She's going to be DJing, and it's an hour and 15 minutes of us dancing in a room together with other people.
Free flow?
I think there's free flow moments. I think it's like feeling, it's supposed to be releasing. And
free.
Yes. And I will say, I'm like making sure that I have people that I'm like comfortable, like going alone. Well, Eleanor's like, you have to go so other people feel comfortable going. I was like, okay. But there's also something to be said about you're with other people who are also being vulnerable.
Yeah.
So like, I'm sure so many other people in that class are thinking, I'm so scared, but it's so nice that someone else is here alone and putting themselves out there.
Absolutely.
I'm sure people feel this way going to an improv class.
Oh
That
my
is
God.
so true.
Yeah, I felt like that whenever I first
when you
started taking
first
improv. Yeah, I was so scared. And to be that person after class being like, does anyone want to go get a beer at Corcoran's? You know, it's vulnerable.
100%.
In general, making new friends is vulnerable.
Yes, absolutely. I was trying to think of like what I would be scared to do alone. And I think like in any capacity where it's a lot of other people, I feel like it's easy to like go unnoticed.
Yes.
So like the smaller, the more like the word scarier. And I can't think of a single thing, but just saying, if it were like a smaller group, then like an intimate gathering feels way more scarier because you can like see that you're alone almost. Like I would say like doing like a pottery painting or something where like everyone is like on dates or something and like everyone's together and you're just sitting there by yourself. Like feels
I like that it's pottery painting. It's not pottery.
It's not pottery.
Painting.
It's not
It's pottery painting.
Painting the pottery.
Painting pottery.
I've got mine. It just came to me.
Did it? What?
Going to a wedding where you don't know a single person.
Oh my God.
And you can't bring a date.
That's actually horrible.
I think that is so anxiety because even if I went, I didn't know anyone and I could bring a date, I'm like, we're good. Or even if I know one person, we're like, we don't know each other well, but I'm sure we'll be seated at the same table and we can lean on each other. But going in blind to a wedding where you only know the people getting married.
Can I say that I'm doing that?
You are?
Literally in like 2 weeks.
Is it somewhere else?
No, it's in Chicago, but this girl, congratulations, I'm so excited. We used to be like really close friends and she lives in Chicago and she's getting married to her partner. But it's been a while since we've like been in the same circle. So I don't know who any of her friends are anymore. She used to do improv, but she doesn't do any improv anymore.
Yeah.
And like, I literally have zero clue of who's going to this wedding. I have no idea. And I'm about to experience this exact
thing. This is going to be so good for you. This is going to be really good for you.
I did this where I went to my friend's wedding in Lake Tahoe by myself.
Wow.
Didn't know anyone other than the bride. And it was so expensive to stay at the hotel that I shared a room with one of her other friends who I did not know. And I had the best fucking time. It was at the same time as when Carly Rae came out with Party for One, like Party for One, if you know, and Ariana Grande had just come out with Thank You Next. And I remember like I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning at Lake Tahoe. First off, the wedding was so fun. I like danced the whole time, was meeting all these people coming up to me being like, you've been a blast. And I was like,
I'm telling
I don't
you,
even
being
know
alone, it brings people in.
That's so true.
And confident in their own skin alone.
It was so fun. I was talking to everybody and it was just like, because no one knew me. And so like, I was, in some ways you are in control of your perception because like you get to be someone that no one knows. And so like you can be the best version of yourself.
You literally get to be whatever version.
But I had just decided, like, I also was coming out of a really shitty relationship. So I was like, I'm going to have the time of my fucking life. Like, this is, because at first it was like kind of a nuisance to get there. I had to like drive and rent a car by myself from San Francisco to Lake Tahoe and drive there. And it was like kind of scary because it's super hilly.
Yeah.
But I ended up having the best time. And I woke up at like 4:00 in the morning after the wedding and like went on the beach looking at like the purple sky. And I was listening to Party for One being like,
Everything's going to be okay.
I was like, I'm going to get out of this relationship and I'm going to do everything for me. And it was like really nice.
That sounds really healing.
Yes, it
like
does.
really sweet.
All I'm saying is going to a wedding where you know absolutely no one can be kind of fun.
I feel like just recently I've been going to more weddings where I only know like 2 or 3 people, and that's pretty fun. But like I'm such a buddy girl. I'm like, my buddy.
Yeah.
I can always go back to my buddy.
Yeah. I'm very much the same where I'm like, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go do it. And then I have to come back to you.
It's nice because you get to like go through all your observations together.
Yes.
Like, oh, did you talk to this guy?
Right. Okay. We've got to keep it moving.
Oh, yes.
We're doing.
And I'm
we're
sorry
doing
I'm
amazing.
overstimulating
No.
you.
We're
with the dog right
I love
now.
that. That was such a good curious.
Yes. What are
I
you
love that.
consuming right now?
So I actually just finished consuming, I was going to say Love is Blind, but Love on the Spectrum.
I haven't watched yet. I'm kind of saving it for a rainy day.
The season's really good. And I actually don't know if I can say this on the podcast, but
I'm sure you can.
well,
We were talking about fucking kids.
so true.
Wait, we never said fuck.
You're right.
Raising their hot.
Being attracted to young kids.
Hot children.
Last night I was just like having a stupid moment, and I understand the difference, but I had just there's some backstory. Yesterday, so you know Deb Duncan, she was
Yes, love, friend of the pod.
Love.
She was on the pod. She is sick right now, but she had us all go and do this like charity show for one of her best friends, Sean. And we all were like, hell yeah, we're gonna do this charity show. We like completely forgot what it was for. And like she dropped out, and then another one from our Red Co dropped out. So it was 4 of us going, which is a great, perfect amount. And Ross gets there and he's like, oh, like, just so you know, this is like a Down syndrome event. And like, there's just a bunch of Down syndrome kids here. Like, make sure we're like, our content is like, you know, accessible for everyone. We're like, hell yeah. And then we get there and it's like the most incredible thing ever. Just like, shout out to Gigi's Playhouse. It was like a great event. I'm so glad we went.
Yeah.
We stayed there the entire time. Like, I was supposed to go to a birthday party, but I'm like, I can't leave. I'm like dancing with everyone.
Such good energy.
It was just like so incredible. I literally signed up to volunteer that exact same night. It's like 2 blocks away from my home. I didn't even realize like it's stupid if I don't volunteer. So now I am.
What is a volunteer's like?
What can you do?
There? Yeah, what does that look like?
I signed up on the
volunteering
website.
is on my bucket list.
You'll have a buddy. I think it's like it's everything from like community outreach to like events to helping, because it's a completely nonprofit. Like they receive no funding from the government at all. So it's also like financing, admin work, and then also just like hanging out with the kids and also helping them. Like they have like cooking Thursdays and stuff like that. I learned all of this last night. I'm acting like a pro, but I literally learned all of this last night.
Yesterday?
The show was yesterday night. It was last night. It was so incredible. Like we had such a good time. But then I went home and I was like talking to my partner and I was like, sounds so stupid, but I had just watched Love on the Spectrum. So then I was like, autism and Down syndrome are not the same thing, right? They're not. Down syndrome, of course, everyone knows, is when you have an extra chromosome. Autism is just a neurodevelopmental like disorder.
Yeah.
And which is instilled when you're a child.
Yeah.
And ADHD is also a part of like the autism spectrum, which I have ADHD.
Same.
Hey,
Power.
autistic queens. And so I was watching Love on the Spectrum and I was like, oh my God, yeah, there are no like kids with Down syndrome on it, but everyone who's on like the show, obviously you have such different levels of autism and like there are so many different types. But I don't want to spoil the new show for you guys.
You can give it to, I'm going to love it no matter what. It's literally, I think, top 3 favorite shows I've ever watched in my entire life. It makes me so happy. I cry, I smile.
Literally, the new additions, I just have to say, are like some of the best new additions to TV ever.
Have we? Are we
Hannah Montana
visiting?
guy?
The Hannah Montana guy, incredible. His name's Logan, I think. And then there's another kid.
Oh, I'm so excited.
He always goes like, per se. Like, he's just like the most incredible. I love him so much. He's Hispanic, so his mom is always speaking to him in Spanish. And he's like, yeah, I speak Spanish, per se. I gotta go outside today. And I'm like, it's just so good. They have such good representation. Like last season they had that lesbian girl, or maybe she was pan, but I just
yes.
love, it's just, I just finished it. So it's top.
Sometimes it's so interesting because they'll go on a date and I'm like, oh, well, clearly this is not going well. They're not a match. And they're there then and they're like, we're in love. And I'm like, whoa, okay, that went really well for you.
Literally. So funny with that one couple last season. I think they're on this season where he had like a cowboy hat.
Yes,
they were
Madison
into, like,
and Tyler.
I did think that date was like not going that well. And then
they were
turns
like
out they were
making out.
so horny for each other.
It was crazy. They had one conversation and all of a sudden they're like full on making out in front of our parents. And they're
their
just
parents
like,
are like,
okay.
What are we supposed to do? Like, no.
Right.
I guess this is your first time, and honestly, go for it.
It's
Literally.
just so pure and like because it's like harder for them to read social cues, kind of taking all the game playing out
Truly.
of dating,
Literally.
and just saying exactly how you feel, whether that's like I like you or I don't like you, and like 10 times out of 10, they're like, I just want to be your friend.
Yeah.
And they actually mean it.
And they
whereas-
say it.
And they say it.
Isn't
and they're
that
like,
crazy?
They're like, I want to be your friend. And then the other person is usually relieved and they're like, oh, good. I really want to be your friend too. And they also mean it. They mean it
Literally.
that they want to be your friend,
Yeah.
you know? And I
It's
just
so
think
nice.
it's so beautiful and pure. And it just makes me feel so good. And it also is inspiring. If you're like, for me, if like I want to date, like watching it makes me actually want to go out and date and be really honest and also be myself and know that there is someone for everyone to be happy with, you know?
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
I also find it so inspiring just in terms of everyone on that show knows their interests, knows exactly what they like. And then they're using these dates to truly relate over what they like and what they care about versus just like, well, you're hot and I want to have sex with you. You know what I mean?
Literally.
It was just, it's
What
so
would
cool.
be what would be your interest like when they introduce someone? And it's like
When they say, "She
when they
loves
say
trains."
she loves yes. What would your 3 interests be?
Oh, shit. I'd have to think about it.
I think mine would be like, just spitballing here.
Spitballing.
This is Hannah. Hannah likes dirty martinis, laying down on the couch, and a hot bath. Hannah dislikes bad people, war.
Her disinterests are war. That's really interesting. I don't like war either.
Layla loves going to the playground, watching kids.
and getting my teeth cleaned.
Getting my teeth cleaned. Mine
Wow, I
would
didn't
be,
know.
I love biking. I love going on a walk with a friend. I love sushi and pickles.
You love pickles.
Disinterests.
Racist.
Racism. Racism. Kids who are not hot.
So true. Yeah, I think mine would be like, I love butterflies. I love the sun. Oh, I love ocean. Ocean is like my number one. I'm a
I didn't
crackhead
know
for
that
the
about
ocean. Love I have 2 tattoos. It's just one sea turtle and then one huge octopus on my leg.
Your
because
mermaid energy.
I
Oh my
love.
You gotta show that to Joey. He has a giant jellyfish.
Oh my God, we're twins.
And then he likes all of the. He's very into sea creatures.
I'm literally a sea creature. I'm an oceanic girl. So I think it would be
You do
like.
have perfect mermaid hair.
Thank you
I know.
so much. I'm Moana. I'm not. I like the ocean. I think that's my really hardcore fact. And I love repeating people. And my dislike is also homophobia. And
White supremacy.
The government and
Capitalism.
And Walmart. Actually, I like Walmart. I hate Target.
Yeah, I like Walmart. I hate Target. I like caterpillars.
Probably, I've had to assume.
Oh, I can't wait to watch.
It's really good. When you
I
do,
really
let
am
me
like
know.
saving it up for a rainy day. My sister and me both love it, and she texted. She goes, "It's almost." She was like, "I had to turn it off because it's too tender."
It's
like,
really good.
She's like, "I'm feeling too much.
It's really
too tender."
I'm excited.
She's like, "I have to be in the right headspace for
I'm
this to be able
surprised
to
you haven't
receive
even
it."
gotten any leaks. There's like some leaks.
Well, I'm off Instagram right now, so it's like I'm normally is 100% my algorithm, but I'm off the internet right now.
Okay, then I'm not going to spoil the big reveal at the last episode
Oh,
too.
I haven't seen the reveal
Is
yet.
it a couple
Okay.
from the past getting engaged?
I'm not spoiling anything.
Okay.
There's two things that happen.
Okay.
One bad, one good. I guess you'll find out.
Oh my God!
Let me
Did
know.
Abby and her man break up?
No, let's not find out.
Okay.
Wait, can I?
No.
Now tell me. I have to know. I'm
have
gonna
to
look
say,
it up.
I have to say this now because it just happened. That's not even what I was talking about. The two reveals that happen in the show happen in the show.
Okay.
Abby and her boyfriend did break up like 2 days ago. Not related to the show at all.
Okay, people are talking about West and Amanda. This is the real
No,
headline.
they literally just broke up 2 days ago.
Oh no! I thought they were gonna get married.
I know. Well, I think she was ready for marriage and he wasn't. I think like that's the basis of it. Yeah, I have goosebumps. I forgot you said that, and I was like, holy shit, that did just happen. That was TMZ yesterday.
Wait, how did you know that?
That is
guess I could
crazy.
feel it.
You could feel it in your chest.
I could, but their family's got a lot. I mean,
I
I'm sure
know.
their
They were
families
dating for
are
5 years.
So
That's so
upset.
sad.
But I think they're both gonna find someone.
Yes.
And I think I think it's like I think Abby wants a lot and knows what she wants. And it's David, right? It's
David, yep.
Yeah.
Will you
And
be
I
my
feel like-
boyfriend forever?
And I feel like David, I don't know if David is ready to give everything she needs,
Yeah.
or knows how to give everything she needs right
that's
now.
it. I think she has like almost a higher functioning level of autism
Yes.
too. And I think it's like, although they kind of share the same likes and interests,
Yes.
which really can get you so far in a
Yeah,
relationship.
definitely.
I think they lack the similarities probably. I mean,
Maybe she
me
wants
just like
to
knowing.
Well, I agree. Like maybe it's like she wants to get their own place together,
Exactly.
and he's like, I need to live with my family forever.
Yeah.
And so it's like a mismatch of like abilities and like what you want.
Literally.
I have two. That's
I know.
So
I'm so
sad.
sorry. I got
the
chills
other
too.
thing I think that's kind of crazy too is like there's this like social media aspect where some like Abby kind of became like an autism spokesperson slash influencer.
Yeah.
And I feel like he gets really uncomfortable and then
girlfriend's
she'll like constantly post videos of the two of them. And I'm sure that's really hard, especially
100%.
when you're on the spectrum. Anyway.
That's so true in like influencer relationships in general because it's so invasive
Yeah.
and you're just like, Eric, how'd you be? And you just have to be okay with it.
I want Abby to be the Bachelorette.
That would be awesome.
That actually would be incredible.
I want
Wait,
that.
a bachelorette on the spectrum, would be kind of amazing.
Okay, Olive.
If anything, she's going to be on the next season dating again in the dating pool.
Exactly.
sure.
Yeah.
She's going to find someone.
There
I think
was-
so, too.
She's
there's,
got so much love to give.
There's a bald influencer who I follow, and she and her boyfriend just broke up. And the way she's posting about it all the time, on one hand, I feel really bad for her, but on the other hand, I'm like, you do post constantly, and I'm sure that's probably
Literally.
tough in a relationship.
Is it the girl like she has like she did have like really blonde hair or like
Well, she had blonde hair when she was a teenager. Her
Yeah.
name's Chloe Bean.
I think
Her name's
yes.
Chloe Bean?
I think I know.
Chloe
I didn't know they
Chloe
broke
Bean.
up. I think I know
know.
exactly which influencer you're talking about. Yeah.
She posts all the time, and I do like her because she is like so loud and proud in her baldness.
Yeah.
But then it all goes to an extreme, you know.
Absolutely.
And anyway, yeah. But her boyfriend was like so accepting of her bald head, and they would like post videos of him like kissing it, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And then they broke
And now
up.
they broke up.
Oh my god, what's that hit, Shelby? Okay, what are you contemplating?
Our final category, since we already did ourselves.
Oh my God. I'm contemplating buying a gun and ending racism. Well, actually, I do want to shoot a gun, but anyway, sorry.
That's not gonna solidate.
I did have a like an idea for a character of a woman who at a baby shower buys the baby a gun, but then it turns out that everyone at the baby shower also bought the baby a gun. And I love that. I'm like,
This was after Hunting Wives.
I was just like, in my mind, because I'm going to my friends, we're going on a girls trip that's turned into a baby shower and it's in Texas. And I was like, and I made a joke about someone was like, oh, I don't know if my baby gift is going to be able to make it through TSA. I was like, did you buy it a knife? And I was like, baby's first knife. And I was like, wait, baby's first gun is really funny. And that like, we're all like, and then maybe at the end, the gun goes off and then we're all like the baby accidentally like shoots the gun and everyone's like, oh, looks like we have to get rid of the baby.
Time to put this baby in jail.
I love it. That's literally, you know what's crazy? You said buying a gun, and then I was like, so Texas. And then you literally just said in Texas. This like synchronicity keeps happening, and I'm actually obsessed with it. No, I'm contemplating. Honestly, I think I'm really contemplating like fashion changing right now. Ooh. Like I feel like I've definitely been wearing the same clothes for a while, and also like I think with my newfound like almost like I think. You feeling confident also helps you want to go outside. But I think with my newfound like confidence in life, I'm like, I think I do need to now change what my outfits are.
Okay, this is kind of crazy because we have an episode that's not out yet, but our last episode, our new friend Julia, whose Instagram handle is Fit, Fat, and all that, she does confidence coaching and virtual styling.
Shut up.
And
amazing.
And in the last episode, we kind of talked about, like, she's like, help my friend Erin, like, she basically goes into your closet and tells you, like, how you can style your pieces and then what pieces she thinks you should add to your closet. So the episode that will actually be before that, we're time hopping a little bit. We talked a lot about that and how you can sort of like hack confidence and having a personal style and how you
guys would really get along.
That's crazy.
Yes. And she's taking a class at Second City right now, so she'll be so excited that she's with a Second City performer.
What? That's so crazy.
I know.
Wow, I love this. Is like insane. Do you ever have that where like things just like everything, something, literally the synchronicities are
yesterday I saw like 6 cardinals and I was like, oh, something's happening. Because I have been a little bit like definitely in my unemployed era, there's been good moments. There's also been kind of like dark, sad moments of just like family stuff going on and like just kind of my own sort of like shadow stuff coming up of just some cycles that I'm in with some like relationships in my life. And I was feeling like, oh God, I hate that I'm feeling this way when I have all this time and like all this other good stuff is happening. And I feel like even in the past week, I'm feeling the veil bit, like I'm feeling it lifted a little bit. And like just seeing all those cardinals are like a huge, like sign for me. So like so many, and I keep seeing them and they keep like swooshing in front of my face.
Whoa.
Like, and something that's become even more powerful. So did you know that cardinals, the male cardinal is the red one and that the female cardinal is actually not all the way red?
Whoa.
What is it?
Their bodies are kind of like almost like a purplish sort of red color. Shelby can show sort of like a muted, and then their heads are red, but the male are the bright red. And so whenever I see a woman cardinal, it's even a little more powerful because they're like a little harder to
Whoa,
gorgeous,
the woman
actually.
is very colorful.
I know.
Very
And so
pretty.
you just see like the like accents of the red, but I see a lot of female
seeing
cardinals. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's how. And you can often see them. They'll often be in pairs. So like one will swoop down and then you'll see another one. So yeah, keep your eyes out. But
aren't cardinals like the sign for like moving forward or something too, like pushing forward?
there's a lot of cardinals
What's
hold
their
a lot of symbolism,
Right?
Yeah.
Wait, Shelby can find it.
Yeah, let's get Shelby
Do you want
on
to read
mic.
it, Shelby?
Love, hope, and the presence of departed loved ones.
Yes, it's a big sign too of like my like family that's passed. And I literally, the morning that I was seeing all of the cardinals, I was like in my meditation, I was like, give me signs that like things are going to be okay and to like have hope. And I saw like a million cardinals.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Wait,
Yeah.
that is gorgeous.
So I'm feeling like everything's
Cardinal
going to be
hits
okay.
you in the face.
Goes down my throat, chokes me,
You
kills
wanted
me,
this.
kills me.
You wanted this. starts baby birding you. You're like, thank you.
But yeah, the synchronicities are happening right now. And then I think also what I had seen in my astrology, just generally speaking, was like Taurus. Saturn is coming out of the Taurus sign for the first time in like 12 years or something. And it's like, Tauruses have had kind of like 12 years of really intense things happening in their life. Not necessarily like 12 years of terror, but like intense things. Yeah. It is now coming out of our sign, and it is literally like mid-April on is supposed to be like 12 years of like peace, which I'm calling in peace. I'm calling in like, it doesn't even have to be like fireworks amazing, but I'm like 12 years of peace sound really good.
That does sound really nice.
Yeah.
With peace comes understanding and the artist way.
Yeah, exactly. And thank you for bringing this back, because I don't know how I started talking about this after you said getting new clothes. Seems like I just wanted to get this off my heart.
Oh, because of all the synchronicities in the universe.
Okay, right. I was like,
no, you're right. There's been a lot in this podcast.
Yes,
there really has.
Synchronicities.
But you brought some good ass subjects.
I mean, literally,
they were all so deep and good.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't want to go so deep. I literally before I left, I was like, let's not be deep. Let's like try to be like fun.
It felt good. I feel like you got to some of the innermost things that I've been wanting to hear and talk about. So
yeah,
good.
Totally.
Good.
And I feel like definitely I'm gonna have to snag it. I think I might have a copy of The Artist's Way, like because I think I did it.
Mine's right over there. Let's start on Monday.
Do you have two of those?
I do.
They just look similar.
You have two?
I think I do have two. One has the notebook in it. What the hell is Olive doing? Olive, stop.
Searching for something to poison herself with.
Before we wrap up, let me ask, is there like a style or someone who dresses in a certain way where you're like, oh, I like that for myself?
That's a really good question. Honestly, I feel like I have a lot of friends who have really good style. Oha, who just moved. She has really good style for.
God, she really
incredible.
Has the most incredible looks.
She has like a lot of like, she does a lot of layering too, and I think she just like knows how to dress for her body, which is great. I like Danny. I love all of Danny's outfits. Like she'll pull out a fit too, and it just like. I feel like I have a lot of people in my life to like look for like style, but I think it also like you can have the best style, but like it'll look great on you and look shit on me. Yeah. So I think it's also like trying to, I really need to find someone who has the exact body shape as me and then just put their clothes on myself.
Well, I mean, already like I feel like I've seen you wear polka dots before and those always look so good on you.
God, okay, good to know.
You also have the best boobs in the world.
Thank you so much. For pod, it's
thank you. Oh my God, your boob has scratches.
You're ripping.
Kristen just flashed us, and her boobs are all scratched up.
I also I remember we had a conversation like years ago now where you were talking about getting a breast reduction.
A breast reduction?
Is that still something that is on your mind?
It's so funny because I think like I've had huge boobs for, you get it.
Sorry, Hannah.
No, Hannah, yours are great too.
Yours are really big.
Yours are really big.
I'm uncomfortable.
Go on.
They start talking.
That's fucked up. I can't even hold the microphone.
Now Kennedy Baldwin's calling me.
What the heck's going on?
No, I think everything's fine. Maybe.
No, I've had big boobs since I was a child, really. Like, I think like in 7th grade, I remember I was like double D in 7th grade and then like only kept getting bigger. And I think no matter like my weight has fluctuated my whole life too. And I feel like even at my like biggest, I've still had huge boobs. Even at my smallest, I've still had, it's even like, even more stark. And I'm like, it definitely will stay with me. And I think eventually, like once I finally figure out what I want to do, I probably will.
Yeah.
But I think like now I'm kind of like past worrying about my body so much and trying to like worry about what I want out of my life. Yeah. And like attacking that. And then I think when I come back to like actually thinking about what I want to do for like my body, mind health, I honestly might. Like, have you thought about it too?
Yeah, this was actually something I have contemplated on the pod before. But like one time after I finished working out and I was like, ugh, I have a really bad headache. And Joey was like, I was watching you a second ago. When you work out, it looks so uncomfortable because my boobs are like, go douche, go douche, go douche, like going up and down the whole time. And he's like, maybe that's why you have a headache. And I was like, man, I never really thought about that. But yeah, like every time I have any sort of like flare up or if I gain weight, my boobs immediately grow. Like at one point I was like a G, or if I'm stressed, it's like so intense. But I go back and forth because like I wanna, and not to say if you get a breast reduction, you can't breastfeed, but I don't know if I want to eliminate the option of being able to breastfeed when I have kids, but I don't know, man, it would be kind of nice.
No, it's literally, I feel like you have to be so disconnected from your body almost in order to like make that decision, like connected / disconnected to where you're like, yeah, okay, I can like have this change and do it. And I feel like it's almost like, it's so crazy, but it's almost also like a part of my identity too, which is crazy because it's like the same thing with my hair. I'm like, I don't want to like cut off all my hair. Same thing with my big, like, who am I going to be? But I know I'm going to still be myself, but it's just like,
no, talk about being
so
perceived.
Different. Literally.
Or if there's like a really cute outfit you want to put on, but then everybody's like, your boobs look huge, or like it's just the first thing. And I'm like, man, I was like really excited about the look, and everyone's talking about my boobs. It just immediately you're like perceived as like
literally
this big boob wench.
Literally.
It's so interesting because like I don't have particularly like no boobs, but also not big boobs. But like I truly have like never, unless I was like in middle school, like I don't think about my boobs. Like of just being like, I've never been like, God, I wish my boobs were bigger. And I'm not like, oh, I wish my boobs were like, I just don't even think about them
because they're
jealous
perfect.
Of that.
Yeah, right.
Like,
You're just like, my life is actually great.
Fantasy is like being able to wear like a backless dress and not have to,
and without a bra,
right?
Because there's no way.
It's like, oh, that's luxury.
But that is
living.
Here's the thing. I, as a woman, love seeing some big titties on another woman. Like,
of course.
I'm such a boob girl. Like, I'm such a, I love to see my friends with their titties out. Like, that makes me happy.
Yeah.
I'm always excited whenever my girls have their girls out. I'm like, like, it makes me happy.
Especially if it's kids on a playground.
When I see a kid on a playground with those titties out,
you're gonna grow up to have huge boobs. I can tell.
Listen to me, little one. Your tits are gonna be huge, but you got the riz.
I do think about like if you have implants and you're listening to this is, I'm not trying to like shame you, but the idea of having like a foreign body like that living inside. I've been just like holding my boobs ever since we've been talking about this.
I know, because now I want to feel one.
But I'm like, that sounds so uncomfy to me to have like a literal foreign object lodged in you. I think a lot of people are like getting rid of their implants and like, but I've even seen like things on TV where it's like people get boob jobs and then their body starts attacking their implants.
And then they're like just like separated completely.
Yeah.
Freaky.
That influencer I was talking about who broke up with her boyfriend, she also posts a lot about how she got implants.
Did she?
Yeah. And here's the thing, like I feel like they look like abnormal. I shouldn't judge her body. I'm glad she did it for herself. She wanted it. But like I don't know. My body, whenever I do anything foreign to it, it immediately shoves it out. Like when I had an IUD, my body freaked the fuck out. It was like, get this fucking foreign object out of me. It almost shoved it out. I had to get it removed.
That's why I'm like really sensitive. I have really sensitive skin right now, and like just everything is very sensitive, which started like 5 years ago or something. So that's why even like scratch marks, it'll stay there for a while and like welt up, which is why also I think like if I try to do anything like immediate, like even like with tampons, I'm like cramping, which I never really cramped before, but now it's like, why are you putting shit in me? I'm like, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get a gun. Shove that up my pussy. See what happens.
Your body's
that
like,
baby's gonna pull the trigger.
This feels kind of nice.
Oh man, what a joy! Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having
and
us.
allowing yourself to be perceived by our. But it doesn't count because you're with us. And if you were alone on the podcast, then it would be different.
This comes out, I think, in like 2 weeks, but do you want to plug your show that's coming up with Hot Girls?
Oh my God, yeah. I was like, which show's up?
Like I've never been in a show in my life.
You do have many.
Yeah. No. Yes. Absolutely. The Hot Girls are having a show at Second City ETC. We're gonna do April 28th and May 26th. It's gonna be really exciting. So follow us at Hot Girls Comedy on Instagram to see
They're
that.
renting out the ETC theater now?
Yeah. On off
Recession
days.
indicator.
Gas prices are going up.
What day of the week is that?
I think it's Tuesdays.
I act like I have a job. I'm like, I can go.
It's also in the evening, so it's like 7 p.m. I think.
Okay, love. I'm gonna try to get to one of those.
I should have looked at my phone for all of this.
I haven't seen the Hot Girls. Well, Shelby will get on the case. We'll link up the right information. But I never got the chance to see a Hot Girl show because I was
because you were being a hot girl on the main stage.
Let's go alone together.
Yes, sit in different. Yes, don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me.
Don't.
It's gonna be a solo date.
It's
But
gonna
if I
be
run into
really
you, we'll
fun.
see.
Okay.
Kristen, it's been a freaking pleasure.
Thank you guys so much.
I hope
love you girls so much.
Love you so much.
All the shows
So
today
fun.
are good if they happen.
I'm excited.
remind me.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited to do the artist way.
I'm excited for the artist way.
And you
I'm
have to
excited for
tell
all the
me-
things that are about to happen.
Yes,
A lot.
You have to tell me if you do a solo
I will.
date.
And I'm gonna do the artist way too. Now that you guys talking about it, I'm gonna do it too.
And if you also do the styling, you have to let us know too.
Yes.
And you guys let me know when you watch Love on the Spectrum.
Okay.
Okay. We've got a
Done.
lot of updates that we are going to
We do.
update each other on.
And then, would you like to sing us out? Do you want us to sing it for you first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't wait to tell you.
So when you said sing it out, I thought you meant like can
you sing- pick
a song? I was
Pick a song and sing it.
okay, so which song am I gonna pick? You didn't really tell me that was a part of it. Okay, but yeah, I can do that one. Yeah, the sing it out and in, of course. Hold on. Hold on, can we actually redo that real quick?
Yeah.
Run it back.
Ready?
I was singing karaoke last night.
And a 5, 6, 7, 8.
I can't wait to tell you.
Oh, I love it. I love that octave.
Kristen.
Okay, till next time. Bye.
I can't wait to tell you.
Spectrum, and I was like, oh my God, yeah, there are.
So happy.
So